Yo, this is your boy Nick, aka NicknPattiWhack, and you are now tuned into Nolazine.
Okay. So for a person who don't know, I'm like, tell them, I'm like, where you from?
So I am from the West Bank of New Orleans. Back of Scottsdale, Harvey Hustlers. I'm not claiming that, bro. I'm just saying Harvey Hustlers. Harvey Hustler, Red Rum.
That's definitely Harvey Hustlers back of Scottsdale.
Yeah, that's my uncle on the back of the track saying Red Rum too. So I was like, fuck it.
Hey, who said that?
That's my it's my cousins, but it's my cousins before my time. They're like my third cousins, but I know one of my cousins named Tyrone. He's on that track. So
shout out Tyrone.
Yeah.
Red Rum, like I ain't gonna lie to you, it took me if it took me to probably when I made 21 to realize if we talk about only murder.
Yeah. I didn't know what a Harvey Hustler was at the time. I just kept saying it because it was fire. I was like, oh, we back in it. Harvey saying that. I was like, man, that's fun. We'll go to the back of Mary Poppins. We'll say, oh, I'm in the back of Mary Poppins where it get popping at. I'm like, why am I saying that, nigga? I'm not even from over there. I'm only in the back of Scottsdale. It made no sense. And both sides was beefing. It don't make sense because this is like a New Orleans show, so nobody know about the West Bank beef.
Man, people know about the West Bank, man.
Man, West Bank beef go unnoticed. The only people that know about the West Bank beef is JP. When y'all beef over here, the Iberville, the 17th, y'all got a 16th out here? See, like, y'all, I don't even know. Y'all just call every hood different hood and just switch up and call it a number.
There is a 16. Like, people don't get to, like, there's a first and a second ward as well. People just don't look at the full map.
Facts. I've never heard of the first and second ward.
Like, realistically, New Orleans East is the main ward.
It is?
People don't know that. Like, some people know that, but
I thought so Gentilly is considered downtown?
It's like, some parts is like the 7th ward and the 8th ward, I think.
I used to live in the 8th ward.
Okay.
Yeah. But the 8 ward just, I don't know, it just gets dirty. And all of the 8 ward it's just like it's still like it's got some shit to be working on. But then you get to the 7 ward and it's all pretty and shit, nice ass trees, 2-story houses.
People gonna be mad at you calling them dirty.
I was one of them dirty people. But I had one of them new houses though that was over there. When you go across the Franklin Bridge and you know how they got that park, that new club on the side. When you go back here by the man, you know what, they got all these new houses and factory shit over here. No, all right. So you go.
I ain't familiar with that area. I ain't gonna lie.
You're not all right, but I'm pretty sure you've been to that Cultural Park.
Okay, I know what Cultural Park is.
That's what it is. It's Cultural Park. Across from Cultural Park is like a factory. And
yeah,
so they got like new houses that Katrina they built like new houses. I was staying over there before I went when I was going to St. Aug. I had a nice house, but everybody else's house was just ran through.
Oh, so you had a journey. Like you went away from Scottsdale to the one.
Oh yeah, it was a big jump. Definitely a big jump.
And like people people say what they want, but you from Scottsdale and like ain't too many gangs made it on like to cable TV. Like right. Harvey Hustlers made it to like on like America's Most Evil.
Yeah.
I ain't seen too many gangs like.
But bro, the type of world we in, bro, you don't know who gonna blow up from where, bro. Cause when we was in Baton Rouge and people like, oh, where you from? I'm not gonna say West Bank because nobody in Baton Rouge gonna know what the West Bank is unless you from New Orleans. So of course we're gonna just say, New Orleans. Even when we in another state, people are like, oh, where you from in New Orleans? I'm not gonna sit there and say the West Bank. I'm gonna just say, oh, I'm from the West Side of New Orleans. They're not gonna get it.
So what year you thought people started saying I'm like West Side New Orleans? Cause like I remember I posted a rap for West Side New Orleans, and they ate it up so they feel like when did the West Bank be considered the nickname like West Side New Orleans?
When y'all started saying Algiers, was New Orleans, I was like, all right, cool. Well, I mean the West Bank got a New Orleans city now.
But honest truth, I'm gonna give you the history. Algiers is one of the first New Orleans cities.
I've seen
Algiers in the French Quarter was the first thing that actually built in New Orleans.
I seen the commercial. Matter of fact, I seen a commercial. They had made a song calling Algiers the West Bank. I was like, oh, this is dope. But it was still across the bridge and everything.
Right.
It was fire though. I was like niggas about to make a beat out of this because it was like one of them old school ass 1960s, 70s songs. Like it was one of them box TVs that you got to plug in the wall, the big ass ones with the booty.
And so let's fast forward, if you went to St. Aug, if a lot of people know you graduated and you joined the Army.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I did join the army. That's because people don't know, and that's why I try to tell people. I try to be an advocate for some people who are class clowns and want to be class clowns. Like, bro, do your shit. If you're in high school, be smart. Get your classes, get good grades, because when it's time to get done with high school and go to college, and they see that you don't have no credits, you're not gonna go to that college you want to go to. So my whole problem was I didn't have enough credits to get into the college. I wanted to go to LSU, and I couldn't even get all the way fully into Southern. They tried to put me in Sussler. You ever heard of Sussler?
Down here?
Yeah, they got Sussler, NO. They got Sussler, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and they
Southeast.
No, it's not South. It's not South. It's Southern University of Louisiana, but it's really more so for Southern. Instead of Southern University, it's Southern University, Lake Charles, something like that. It's not in Baton Rouge. It's not in Baton Rouge. It's a program that stretched all the way from Shreveport all the way down to Baton Rouge, all the way down to New Orleans. But it's a program. Yeah, it's like high school for super seniors.
So it's college for dummies.
Pretty much, it's like you gotta pass this program to fully get in. So as on my journey to fully try to get into college, they had all these stipulations. You had to have a B on everything. You can't make a C. You make a C, you fail the program for that year. And it's hard for me because, bitch, I'm partying every day. I'm trying to make money in college. I even got fired from IHOP because I was blown up on Vine, and everybody would come in IHOP and just sit down and get a water and get a picture, then walk out. My boss was like, man, why the fuck? What you running them off? I'm not running them off. They sit down, take a picture, and they come for what they want, they leave. Nobody want no fucking IHOP next to Southern. They wanted other shit, but you know how that shit is.
What other shit?
I couldn't keep a job, bro, because I was blown up on Vine, and people see me working at my job and doing my job. They was just like, bro, we about to come fuck with you. And then they'll come fuck with me, and then every manager and boss I had, they was not fucking with that. They was like, bro, why they keep coming here doing that? I'm like, what you want me to do? You want me to start cooking, nigga? They gonna try to find some type of way to get in the kitchen, nigga. Like, can't stop the social media hustle, nigga. I'm childish. It was fun.
So let's talk about your journey in the army.
Yeah.
While being one, I'm like Vine star.
Yeah. Once I joined the military, they ended up taking my phone away. So you can't have your phone in basic training and AIT. But every 3 weeks they would let us take a break and call one of our family members. I didn't call none of my family members. I went to the skit and I just posted that shit. And once I posted it, went viral. It got to the point to where all my drill sergeants, they was like, they put me in the front of everybody and they asked who all knew me, and literally the whole regiment was like, oh, we know Private Joseph. The next thing you know, they was like, oh, who want to do push-ups for him? Everybody started doing push-ups for me. Every time I get in trouble, somebody be like, oh, I'll take the punishment for him, drill sergeant. I'll do it, drill sergeant. I'm like, shit, I had to do nothing. They hated me. They hated me.
So they had people just doing push-ups for you.
Yeah, bro. They you know how it is, bro. To me, I was a celebrity to them because they saw me on social media before they saw me in person. And then when they saw me in person and I was actually a good dude, it was like, man, I run miles for this man. It was like, bro, you my bro. Like, you my battle buddy for life. And I was like, hey, what's cool?
So you was having fun in the army, just Joseph.
Oh no, that's all, bro. Bro, it got to the point to where they wanted me to call cadence when we would run, or they'll want me to call songs out like while we marching into the next thing. Man, I was remixing the fuck out of them songs. You ever heard that army song, Hard Work Work?
No.
They were like, hard work. Hard work. I changed that bitch to hard twerk. And all the females in the line to start cutting up and dancing and shit. But they got mad at me, son. I was switching up every cadence that they had. I was switching to make it relatable to black people, to twerking, to trapping, you name it. I just made everything funny. That's why they fucked with me. But the drill sergeant hated it because they looked at it as a way of me being rebellious and not doing stuff the right way and not taking my job serious.
Now, I love to interview people who's in the army before because I want to know, well, I kind of know now after interviewing everybody, why do people get married so fast in the army?
I'm pretty sure you probably hear this a lot, but by them having that long-ass break and not being able to talk to friends and family back home, that person that you next to, that female that's next to you for the first week that's ugly, you're going to be like, well, I ain't fucking with her. Bro, by the time that 6th week come, nigga, you going to be trying to fall in that pussy. You're going to want to marry her. You're going to like, damn, I ain't had no cat in a while. We've been in basic together. Next thing you know, you go with her to AIT, and then y'all end up having sex, and you have a baby, and y'all get married. And then y'all all want the benefits. Everybody in the military is freaky as fuck, bro. for some, I don't know what they put in the food, but it's them long ass breaks of not having to talk on the phone for basic and AIT or whatever, and you can't really see friends and family. You really get like 2 days on the weekend, but like 5 hours off to go off base and come back. You know what they're gonna do for them 5 hours, bro? They're gonna get hotel rooms, they're gonna get liquor, and they're gonna fuck. And then after that, they come right back on base and they get ready for work. Right. Because they don't have no freedom at all.
You know something else? I never met no one who was in the military who's not an alcoholic.
That's all. Because they can't do no other drug, bro. They can't do no other drug.
Like everybody in the military, alcoholic in some kind of way.
They're not about to fucking stop drinking and start smoking cigarettes. You gotta already be smoking cigarettes already, and then they're not gonna find no hard drugs. Nobody in the military is trapping like that for them to find no hard drugs. So they're gonna just stick to beer, hard liquor, and we get discounts on liquor too. So that's another plus.
Love, huh?
Yeah, man. What?
So this question. Did you get married while you was in the military?
Nah, I did not get married. I wasn't that dumb. I still was a hood nigga at heart. I wasn't about to marry no who I just met 2 weeks and be like, oh, I want to get married. Fuck no, what? Is you crazy?
So when did you actually, get out the military?
My contract, I want to say my contract fully ended 2022. You know, you got the contract option to do 6 years in and 2 years out. So my stuff expired 2019, but I had 2 more years out. So it was fully over 2021, 22.
Gotcha. So basically, you still was in the military when everything really took off.
To be honest, I was doing my job when I had to. Sometimes I wouldn't need to go. Like, they saw me like I wasn't doing nothing. Like, they would tell me, don't come to work. Go finish working. Because when I first started, I missed trips to Paris. I missed trips to Germany because I was getting booked a lot. So it was like, oh, you missing out on money because I was National Guard. Everybody know National Guards is weekend warriors. That means you only work 2 days out of that 1 month. So I was only making $250 based off my rank as an E2. So that was like, bro, you just missed out on $12,000 to come here. I was like, well, y'all told me that's what I had to do. So.
And it's crazy because, like, and when I hear your story, I also think about, Rob 49 blowing up, and he's in the National Guard. Yeah. And the whole time it's like, man, bro, can you find a way to, to get me out this?
He actually, Rob can actually get out, but they see Rob doing so good. Matter of fact, him getting shot, that would have been his ticket out. He can actually go.
He might be out now.
He might be out now.
He might be out now.
Him getting shot could have been his way out. You can say mental disorder. You can say I'm stressing from being shot, getting shot. He can go claim 100% of his military benefits. All you gotta really do is just go talk to him.
He can disability or no?
He can disability. Yeah, he probably get.
He get paid for life, huh?
What?
Rob for that up for real, huh?
Really up. Robbed the whole military for life. Rob for life.
Okay.
For sure.
So let's bring it back. And so when did you actually meet? Danrue.
I met Danny when I was going to Southern.
Okay.
I want to say Dan was one of the motherfuckers who was just at college, just to be at college. I never seen a nigga go to class, ever. But he was roommates with Odell, so whenever they all would go to Tigerland, I think after their games, a lot of people from Southern would either go to the club or go to Tigerland. And he'd be parking lot pimping in his Benz, dancing in front of that bitch. All the football players recording him, fucking with him. All the hoes fucking with him. So, and then, I just met him. Because I was already blown up on Vine. I was with Supa, Toke, Donovan, K. Carmood, Chania, Kels, all of them. I was with all of them. Toke, all of them. And the next thing you know, he was like, I want to do videos with y'all. I was like, man, come on, fuck, we do some videos. Nigga, don't care. And we just put that nigga in a few skits.
And the crazy part is, it be like Vine, all y'all became something.
Facts. Everybody was working towards a common goal, man. We the thing is with us in this generation of shooting content, we were smart enough to grab some type of business idea to have as we shoot up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that's on TikTok now, they just keep getting their followers in it and they don't mind working for somebody. But the more you get, the more followers you get, and the more you start to see that all your fans are not gonna fuck with you ever for you doing the same shit over and over. They want to see something new. You're gonna realize you're gonna want to not work for nobody. You want to have your own money, have people work for you.
So did you see Supa becoming the brand she became?
To be honest, I didn't think Supa. I knew Supa was gonna be big. I just didn't know she was gonna be big for makeup. I thought it was gonna be either doing comedy stories. Her having a tell-all book with some comedy shit in it.
I thought she was gonna be a rapper.
I didn't know about being a rapper because she was just talented. She probably could have been a rapper, But I just knew that she got her following from being funny, and she had a following for followers knowing that she could rap. So I thought she was gonna blow up doing like, I don't know, probably because she threw parties too for her birthday. So I thought she was gonna have like this big ass Super Bowl weekend type of comedy fest, and Super would get comedians that fuck with her and come out every year. Basically like what Larry do for his birthday. Right. That's why I thought Super was gonna be big for her, and she'll have a lot of money coming to the city. But she surprised everybody. So what she got working for her, that's probably way better than that comedy shit.
And I just like, man, that's crazy because like everyone who was with y'all like became a full brand, like like in some kind of way.
It's knowledge, bro. We started young. Well, Supa started way younger than us, but it's really knowledge. But when you see how everything shifts and how the world is working, you kind of have to like work with it and roll with the punches. Because if you sit in your old ways, imagine Supa being in 8 she is and she's stuck on how mama raised her to be. You know what I'm saying? She'll probably, not saying she would be, I'm just saying like the situation would be a lot different because when we're young, we're taught to have certain type of morals. We're taught to be a certain way. We're taught to do this, taught to do that. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, people are teaching gentle parenting or giving your kids the option to do this so they can be more outspoken and not be introverts. The world is changing. So, I mean, if you're going to be stuck in your old ways and you start to wonder why people are becoming millionaires off TikTok and you still stuck on Vine, you're going to be lost.
So I heard you say gentle parenting. Like, do you think that actually works?
It works for some. It works. I don't believe in gentle parenting with pets for some reason. It just don't. Not with pets. I don't know. I got a Frenchie that just act up. I don't see myself. Oh, you shitting right there. Good girl. Here's a treat, and then just go and pick it up.
I have a poodle and she makes noises like I never heard of no dog do this. So yeah, I fuss at her all day.
I be having to whoop my dog sometimes. Like it'll smack you on the butt and everything. I don't get like why when I tell you pee right here, you pee in front right there. I give you a treat. Here's a treat. Pee right here. You go pee over there. And then when I'm not looking, you go upstairs and pee and poo on my covers and shit. Like, why you playing with me, son? Like
you love me.
Yeah.
Dang. So, fast forward that if you get out of college, you and Dan start making videos. Mm-hmm. You come off, yeah, baby. It was like to the city of New Orleans. I mean, but to the city of New Orleans, it was 50-50 because they had people was going against y'all, which I heard the story that you was reaching out to those other guys as well. Like I'm trying to put y'all a part of this as well.
Well, the thing is, we started off working together. When it went viral, it was like, fuck it, we want to work with y'all. Like we want to work with y'all too, because I mean, fuck, it's basically something y'all do. It got to the point to where we was trying to make money with them, and we was like, we'll give you 10% of every shirt that's 50. And then it was like, nah, we want 10% of all shirts. And I was just like, that's the same thing. No matter how you put it, whether it would have been 10% of one shirt, it all would have added up to being 10% of shirts that's 50 or whatever. So we just felt like we was about to be in an extorting type of situation. So we just like, fuck it, we just stopped fucking with it. If we went on any type of podcast or interview, we'd still give props. Cause I mean, nobody not trying to take it and run with it, nigga. It was just comedy. Nigga made fun in a funny way to make it fun.
And the thing is, like, in New Orleans, people always feel like somebody's taking the idea or the credit or something like that. And I like, y'all actually became like more like, y'all wasn't really trying to make music. Y'all was being y'allself. Yeah. But y'all took it, and people also picked up to Dan just dancing like that as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny, bro. Like, to be narrating the voice and telling him to go do this and go steal something and do a dance at the same time. It's just like, yo, this shit is weird as fuck. Like, this shit shouldn't be this funny. Right. But it was funny because it's something different. And then everything was shot all the way through, so it gave that, damn, this gotta be real effect. Because I don't see them pausing the camera. I don't see them editing the video. I don't see them plotting and planning this before they do it. They just go and do it. And I'm just like, yeah.
And people actually thought Dan was a mute. People thought Dan didn't talk, who never met him. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, Dan probably paid way for a lot of niggas that's trying to be mute right now. They got one nigga on Vine. All he do is this. He got 1.58 million. That's all he do. And the nigga got 1 million followers. I said, damn, this shit look familiar. I seen somebody be mute and blow up like this. That nigga, that's all nigga do.
I walk from like the river walk. I'm like with Dan, just me and him to weed at. If 100 people didn't stop me and him, I would have never. I said that I'll never walk anywhere with Dan again. Everybody wants to see him dance. Bro, talk to him.
I had to stop going out with Dan. It got to the point to where I was trying to go somewhere private, That bitch then like, yeah, bro, I'll just wear my hat, bro. And they're not gonna see me at all. I said, all right, cool. They see that thick ass beard with that fucking hat and damn, is that you? You know it is, and they start dancing and shit. I said, dance, bitch, that's why I can't walk with you. I'm gonna Uber there. You go, I'm gonna catch you there. And then, cause the spot really be 2 blocks away. It don't really be that far. But this bitch wanna dance everywhere he go, and I love that for him, cause his energy is unmatched. That bitch dance everywhere. You can put him in a party that say no dancing, he gonna find a way to dance. He gonna make everybody dance in there too.
So like, I'm like, all right, what year? And I'm like, what part when you feel like, dang, if we made it off this?
When we had the chance to host the MTV Movie Choice Awards, I want to say that was 2017, beginning of 2018, one of the two. They had us on the red carpet walking up celebrities and doing our skit. I'm like, damn, man, these niggas fuck with us. We actually started getting invited to a lot of award shows. Them house parties that you hear about, them LA parties, them weird ones, we got to start getting invited to those. We started getting invited to music videos, and then being in the music video and then seeing it the next week on television. Like, yeah, bro, we here.
Like, for as myself, I knew y'all fully me. I'm like, dang, but they really put the dance in 2K.
Yo, the dance in 2K for sure. To be honest, bro, I don't never really feel like I made it anywhere because I really believe in that logic. Your followers don't equal your dollars. You didn't make it.
Right.
But the thing is, I want a successful business behind it. So I don't really care for like the fame. I just want all the money and the business that come with it. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like I made it to a certain point in my life, but I do believe I can elevate more and go further. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. You know, because I saw you on like hosting stuff, like, you know.
But that's what
I start growing your own brand. Like I saw you playing the game with the game and different things like that.
Bro, believe it or not, but you kind of have to like do that in LA because something is here today and gone tomorrow. Like I've seen people have multiple opportunities to do stuff, and then somebody else come and do it, but then 2 weeks later it's no longer hot no more. They do something else. Like everybody in LA don't have a job, but somehow they make money. Believe that. It's just weird.
And it sounds like TikTok. And like people got short attention spans, and like, you know, if what's hot now, it might not be hot next week.
Bro, believe it or not, bro, people out there is just, I don't know. They do it for a second, move on to the next and do something else.
So, okay, well, I'm gonna ask you this question. Being in the music industry for a while now, the music industry, being I'm like in the full like entertainment industry for a while now.
Yeah.
Tell me, what do you enjoy most about it, and what do you actually hate about it?
To be honest, I hate the fakeness. It's a lot of people that me and Dan met together, and these niggas don't even look my way. I'm just trying to say hey, hi, and bye, and keep it moving. It's just like, it's weird. I would say some of them stay silent, some of them stay down, but a lot of them is just like, that was cool with me and Dan and everything. When me and Dan just stopped doing videos or whatever, them boys went their separate way and they don't even shake my hand. They don't follow me. I'm like, man, that's weird as fuck. I even see them at parties. I be like, what's up? And they just look the other way. It'd be big. It'd be big A-time. I want to say A-list celebrities, B-list celebrities. It'd be weird.
It'd be like, you know, a lot of people just be really like that word Hollywood. Like people be
you do.
Hollywood.
That's why. That's the only thing I hate about Hollywood is fake. But the plus side about Hollywood, it's, being in the industry, no matter how long you've been in the industry, there's going to be somebody who genuinely just enjoys your presence and being around you. They don't care if you're famous now, if you was famous then. They don't care if you fell off or if you fell back. They be like, yo, bro, I enjoy your work, man. Keep it up. Even if you stop for a long time, they're going to find some way to make it seem like they still watch you. Bro, I'm a big fan of your work, man. Keep putting out that content, bro. I love all your videos. And you ain't put out a video in too much. You know what I'm saying? So it's just they show that fake love to make you feel good, which I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Just lie to me, I ain't tripping.
Yeah, it's cool. It's motivating. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep putting out more shit.
So most people haven't heard. I don't know if you're ready to, you know, tell people, but you know, but you have one on the alcohol brand.
Yeah.
And you about to do some things with it. Like I want you to tell everyone what the name of actually what the name of it is.
All right. Okay.
And like, you know, like when it's coming out.
All right. So I got this this brown liquor, this brandy this brown / cognac. It's called Ami. The word Ami originates from the word friend in multiple languages. So I took it from just trying to spell Amistad, but that was like friendship, and I was like, I'm gonna just take that off And then when I got to Italy and Russia and Japanese and all that, the word Ami just kept popping up. So the word Ami just is friend. The bottle is an all chrome fist. I got it molded to my actual fist and arm, and it's a twist off top, and it got a cork inside, and it's a cognac and it's a brandy. The brandy version is the chrome bottle, and then I got a gold chrome bottle that's gonna probably come out in like 2 years. It's gonna be gold. It's gonna be cognac. So it's a lovely bottle. It's real good, and it's probably, I want to say it's coming out this year. It's just that all the stuff through COVID pushed everything back, so I'm waiting for the bottles to come from the ship, and then I'm gonna try to sell it to a distributor, and then hopefully I can have it down here. If I can't get it to a distributor down here, then everybody gonna have to purchase from a website.
Right. So speaking on COVID, like, you know, being one on that content creator, if how that was like that for you, you know, being in LA and just traveling back and forth to the city, checking on family.
I didn't do that.
You didn't?
No.
Well, I thought you were checking on your people.
Man, I want to say COVID helped me pick back up my first business I started with Dan. It was a traveling company called We Live Adventures. And then when I started going out the country more and seeing stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pick this back up. And I picked it back up, and now every other 3-4 months I'll have a group trip. My first trip to Panama, I brought, I want to say 50 people. Then my second trip to Tulum, I brought 150 people. I did a few collab trips. I did one to Dubai, St. Martin. You know, I just got back from Africa in December. That one was a dope trip. And now I got more trips coming up, and everybody just want to be a part, because guess what? They save more money than they do partying in the city. I don't know how much you spend on a section in a club in New Orleans.
Me personally,
you don't buy a section anymore.
I just go jump in Larry's section.
Exactly. You go jump in somebody else's section because it's way cheaper.
Well, you know, when you know people,
right?
It's more convenient for you. But like the average person spend like maybe $300 to $500.
All right. So the average person in New Orleans probably spend $300 to $500, right? And how many bottles you get with that?
Possibly one.
Maybe
one. 2 at the most.
A comp bottle, because you might be known, right? And the other one you buy. So in LA, the average table in LA is, I want to say, $1,200 to $1,500. Then plus tax, it comes out to $1,800. So now we go across the country. Let's go to Mexico. How much a section is? The section is free. You just buying the bottles. The bottles be $80. So imagine you in a section with you and all your niggas, just 15 to 12 of y'all, and y'all all get bottles. It's like they bring out 12 of them at one time. Y'all ain't really spending that much. The most you spend going out the country, bro, is your plane ticket, your hotel, or Airbnb if all y'all together, and transportation. You really spend what you spend in America out the country way cheaper. I saw the
what about Dubai? Because I heard Dubai got like, you know, the prices.
Dubai is still cheaper than being in America. Being in LA. The reason really Dubai,
LA
I want to say Dubai is like LA, but you get more bang for your buck.
I was about to say LA, man. I think the place was called Hyatt on Wednesday or something like that.
Thursday.
Okay.
Hyatt on Thursday.
And I went with Rusty.
You want Rusty?
Ask Rusty, man. They try to charge us like $2,000 for like a boot table. Just me and him. Like 2 people. Like a booth. There's 2 people.
They probably trying to get you out of the expensive booth next to the DJ.
And they thought I was African and everything.
You do look African. You do look African. They be trying to tax them African. Them African people like, fuck it, but they're kids. Okay?
But I thought I could the Michael Blackson.
Now, Michael Blackson, he probably the reason why all the Africans be over there sworn up like that, because he be spending money over there.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out him. So, tell us, what's next for you?
To be honest, bro, I'm getting married in October. So that's
you married here?
No, I'm not getting married. No fucking America. You crazy? So that's
talking about New Orleans.
Oh no, I'm not. I would never. I love New Orleans, but I would never. Can't do it. I'm actually getting married. It's a destination wedding. I'm getting married out the country.
Okay.
It's cheaper.
But you gotta come at a reception or something in New Orleans.
For what?
For your family, your friends.
Man, if
for your friends that can't afford to go to you.
That's even a reason for me not to come to New Orleans. You can't make it out the country. Why would I come here? That's crazy. I fuck with my city, but no. I seen too much shit to happen to people that stay in their city.
Definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, last but not least, tell everyone, what can you find you at on social media and just everywhere?
Y'all can find me on OnlyFans, Pornhub, XNXX, Brazzers. No, y'all can look me up on social media at NicknPattiWhack. That's NicknPattiWhack. That's on all platforms. on any and everything. If you can't find it, just go on Google and type in "Who is the We Live Baby," and it's gonna pop up, face and everything.
Nolazine, make them scream. Nolazine. Make them SCREAM. Scream. Nolazine, make them scream. You heard me.